Hey, my amazing Merpod. I wanted to do a little more personalized message for you for this second half of March. I'm basically how I've kind of started doing my newsletter is I do a recording that I put up on YouTube, but it also comes to you in newsletter with also some text. So you can just check the links and, all the announcements and happenings right here in Chris Land with all of your mythic stuff and archetypal branding and now Tantric Numerology. So before I dive into announcements, I'm going to do a reading. And what I'm going to do is pull, excuse me, from tarot and from an oracle deck. I'm going to use Beyond Lemuria for the oracle deck and Synesthesia Tarot, one of my newer decks that I received as a gift from my brother JD. So I'm excited. I've been using it more. So what's going to happen in this reading is I'm going to first go through the eclipse cycle. As you know, in March we have two eclipses. We just had one March 13th and 14th, a full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo that really was the energy was really targeting the Pacific Northwest, um, from California all the way up to, Washington, as well as other parts of the world. But I know a lot of you are also in the this area, California, Oregon, Washington, and probably including Baja, Mexico as well. Um, and also, a bit on the Hawaiian Islands, but very, again, as we look at the path of the eclipse, we look at the direct energy as it's heading over the earth. And then there's like a central path, which I just mentioned. And then as it moves, the energy kind of disperses and it does, yeah, covers other places on the earth, but it might not be as concentrated. Got it? Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions. You're always welcome to leave comments in the YouTube below or reply to the newsletter. And let me know your questions or if you have experiences to share. And I love to hear your stories. So we're going to do the first set of cards for the eclipses. And we have the next one coming up. It's a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. It's going to be one of the last eclipse series in Aries for a while. Actually, the Aries Libra axis, right? Because now the North node has moved into Pisces and the South node has moved into Virgo, which is why now we have eclipses in Virgo and Pisces coming up, okay? So what do we need to know? I'm asking our guides, angels, ascended masters, for guidance about these eclipses. I'm pulling the tarot first. I'm feeling this card. Okay. Now I'm going to pull from the Beyond Lemuria. I'm wearing this new suit I got a couple of months ago on my birthday. It's like power suit with mega color. I love it. It's from Fashion Nova. I'll have to model it for y'all sometime. But having juicy colors that make you feel vibrant and alive right now is very good medicine, right? There's a lot of chaos and craziness. Okay, we've got two that jumped. Oh, beautiful. For the Beyond Lemuria. Okay, so we're going to start with our tarot reading for the eclipses. So the first card is Justice. Really, this is about balance. This is about balancing karma, balancing different aspects of your light, balancing light and dark. It's also the card that represents Libra. And we are, the in this eclipse portal, we are now past the first eclipse that was in Virgo, which is interesting because the rest of the cards are like a mix of Earth and Virgo cards, which I find fascinating. But the last eclipse in Aries is on March 29th. It's a new moon solar eclipse. So we're definitely going to get this sort of, eclipses, help us break patterns, right? And as many of you might know or may not know, we do have two major retrogrades happening right now. Venus and Mercury are both in retrograde. So this is not just about a new paradigm or a paradigm shift, which is often the case with eclipses. I think this is about breaking patterns of the past with all of this past energy coming up, past energy around relationships, around things that have been limiting you, self-sabotaging behaviors could be, and again, it really depends on what slice of the chart that Aries is for you. Okay, Aries and Libra, because Libra is the opposite sign of Aries. It's basically the Aries eclipse is going to activate Libra as well. And on a secondary note, it's also going to affect Cancer and Capricorn, because again, these four planets, these four signs create a grand cross, which means they are square to each other. So if you have major placements in Capricorn, Cancer, and specifically even more so in Aries and Libra, you're really going to feel this. Eclipse is going to be more like forward for you, as like for the rest of us, it could be like a little annoyance or something else. But again, it's an eclipse, so it could be something major. The next card that came up is the Knight of Pentacles and then the Six of Pentacles. So I'm going to read these two together. And then the bottom of the deck was the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Pentacles. This is all very major, powerful earth energy. And interesting, we have the King and the Knight. Those are two masculine forces. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which again, kind of has that Libra, see the scales? It has the scales on it. So we are being called to really stay grounded as we move through this portal and be the king of the master of the material world, which means, mastery over the material world can mean a lot of things. It means, and then especially with the Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving energy. We'll focus on this one for a minute. The Knight of Pentacles is like a very methodical approach, step-by-step approach. Don't miss any particular details, which is very Virgo. Virgo is all about the details. So don't get lost in the details, because we have the King of Pentacles here, which is about mastery, but it's also about not letting things fall through the cracks, not, and this is a good one for me because I've been, I have a tendency to move very fast and then I miss things. So you don't want to do that in this cycle. The King of Pentacles is rewarding us with beautiful energy and mastery of material resources. It's going to mean something different for everyone, but really being the sovereign of your material resources. Allowing, yeah, you can have things come up, but it's, how can you stay grounded and firm and strong as the King of Pentacles, making your decisions based on what you know is right for you, for financial stability, maybe financial security, and also for growth. Okay. So step into that mastery role. The Six of Pentacles, again, gives us a little bit of a Virgo Libra vibe, right? I feel like, with the first eclipse being in Virgo, all of this earth energy is very powerful because it was also trine. That eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse, was trine Uranus and Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. Venus also rules Libra. So I'm feeling this association with Venus retrograde to help us review again how we are bringing in resources. Sorry, my voice is. I think it's some allergy. Could be fifth chakra stuff, but it's definitely allergy stuff happening for me right now. Um, Balancing out your finances, balancing out your material resources, balancing out how much are you doing with how much are you being. Right? When we talk about manifestation, which earth energy is a lot about, I like to call it self-actualization, because when we really fully step into our soul and our self authentically and embody that energy, we can manifest anything, and we are the manifestation, right? That's ultimately what it is. It's about being something, not doing something or having something, right? It's about being that energy. So through balance, we can stay in that true authentic essence and bringing it into the body, right? Physical form. Okay, so that's the eclipses for the tarot. For the beautiful Lemurian deck, we got our Ancient Future, really amazing card. I feel like, again, she's a sea creature and a goddess and an angel and a celestial. You know, she's got wings, she's got a tail, she has, she's beautiful. And then we also got the Earth Star Chakra, right? So really what this is telling us is that we need to be fortifying our Earth Star Chakra, which is about whatever 6 to 12 inches below our feet. It's inside the earth, it's underneath us. So it's our direct connection to the spirit of the earth, the energy of earth. So I think we're probably going to base I'm going to lead you through just a quick breath work meditation, getting into your body as again, we want to really integrate this beautiful eclipse we just went through and what we're headed towards. And integration in this sense really means being present, being fully like breathing, right? The breath is life. It gives animation to the body. And I am in the newsletter, I am talking about also the 10 energy bodies. The eighth energy body is called the pranic body. It's breathing in. And so the eighth energy body brings energy and power and light to all the other 9 bodies, right? There's 10. And there is also, beyond the 10 energy bodies, there's the 11 frequency, there's the 12 frequency, there's other frequencies. But I think for our purposes, I want to really keep this about the 10 energy bodies. So let me read you a little bit about our ancient future, which is number 39. It reduces to a 12, which reduces to a 3. 3 is a lot about expansion, right? Expanding into what I think is this card is saying, expanding into our present, ancient, and future selves. Like really calling each of those in. So it says, wisdom from indigenous peoples, ancestors holding the keys for the future, ancient remembering, bloodlines, how the past affects the future, a time to step up, timeless power symbols, activations for powerful shifts. Right now, the legends of the Lemurian civilization feel important. And I would also say Atlantis is also coming up. As we've seen, there's a lot of interesting activations in shamanic astrology, something I talk about in my Patreon group, there's a lot of activations around the asteroid Atlantis in some pretty big ways in the chart. So join me in Patreon if you want to learn more about that. Um, the fall of Lemuria alerts us to the possibility that humanity may face if we live without respect for the earth. An ancient remembering is emerging. Many of the seed crystals and the knowledge they are imbued with are becoming unearthed. All those who can see a better future are not just dreaming. Yes, that includes us. Their hearts and minds are hearkening to the core of earth-based traditions to bring through knowledge that will help shift this paradigm into balance. So there's the word again, balance. Really important. When we heal ourselves, we often heal our ancestors also. As illuminated beings ready to make a change in the collective consciousness, we can sometimes take on what seems like more than our fair share of karma. So I'll also say our ancestors are also ahead of us, right? So we're not only healing the past, but we're also healing future lineages that come from our DNA, from our body, from our line. So for my case, Seraphina and all of her children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, my great grandchildren, right? It's like there's just, again, we have to remember that there's like this expansion in all directions, ahead, behind, and also aside, on the side, right? Like you do this work, it heals maybe your brothers and sisters, your mother and father, your cousins, right? Okay, so let's read the Earth Star Chakra, and then we're going to go into our meditation. Number 1 in the book. Okay. The keyword is initiation, oneness, collective consciousness, anchoring transmissions from the higher realms, sacred earth knowledge, integration of the divine, working with grid lines. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul. Wow, the connection between these two cards right here in it's just really, again, we can't make this stuff up. The synchronicities right now are just incredible. So make sure that you're journaling like, wow, this happened and it was such a synchronicity. The more you write them down and acknowledge them, the more they will happen. So, yeah, beautiful. Okay. You have, okay, with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine in the spirit, the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply into the earth. Amen to that. So restore, explore clearing meditation, self-energy work, and put intention into the meaningful parts of your life. Find ways to balance your life. Be aware of the times of day that are more conducive to different states of consciousness, such as flow, meditation, and productivity. Themes, integration of spirit and the eternal self. How you balance spiritual and physical reality. So the position is at the feet, 30 centimeters below the feet, but placing, okay, so she says you could place the card at your feet. If you have this deck, you could take the Earth Stars chakra and use it as a healing tool and put it on the ground and maybe stand on it or stand near it. Okay. I think what I'd like to do is do the same for, I already put the other cards away. I guess I did. I'm not going to put the Lemurian cards back in the deck. I'm going to keep these out for our meditation, but I want to pull tarot and oracle for the vernal equinox coming up on March 22nd. So this is, again, a very potent portal that, you know, is in between the two eclipse portals. So just the more conscious we are of these cycles and of these celestial kind of power up activations, we can really work with them. We can work with them consciously and have this sense of what energy are we pulling in and what energy are we putting out, right? That's kind of this, that balance, that in and that breathing in, breathing out. Again, everything in balance, everything within each of us, right? Because the world is moving fast, time is moving faster, everything is moving faster because we're headed for this kind of pinnacle shift. And we've all felt it coming for a long time. And, I guess it's never really just one shift. It's like, for us, it's very incremental, but sometimes there are some big leaps. And I think we have this opportunity for a bigger leap right now. Okay, so for March 22nd, I'm asking for a tarot card or however many need to come out for the vernal equinox on March 22nd. I think also we have all the planets, the planetary parade in Pisces. We're getting closer. Let's see. Okay, we've got one card. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Okay, that's the tarot for March 22nd. And I'm going to pull one more Beyond Lemuria Oracle for March 22nd, the vernal equinox. What do we need to know? Is give us guidance and direction to know the truth and the best ways to work with the energy. She jumped out. One of my favorite cards, Manifestia. Beautiful with all these passion flowers around her and star bubbles. Yeah, this is a Wheel of Fortune Manifestia moment at the spring equinox. Everything is blossoming, exploding. And I kind of feel like she kind of matches my color scheme today. We look at the Wheel of Fortune as big change and shifts. You could say in your fortune, and Fortuna actually is, she might be kind of close to this eclipse. I can't remember if she was in Aries, I think. She might have moved on by now, probably has. So I need to look up where Fortuna is. We'll work on that in our Patreon group, but the Wheel of Fortuna, and she was one of the daughters of Jupiter. So the Wheel of Fortune often is about Jupiter and the movements of Jupiter. We know Jupiter is going into Cancer on June 9th. He's moving out of Gemini, which he's not particularly comfortable in. He's going to be more comfortable in Cancer. He is the traditional ruler of Pisces before Neptune was discovered. So we call him a co-ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius. So if you're a Sagittarius and or a Pisces, this can also mean a direct correlation to you. Again, these readings are general, so whatever. But anytime a big planet moves signs, and also we have Neptune moving into Aries this month. I haven't even gotten into that yet with my Patreon group. I've barely even studied it myself. Again, boom, 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 boom. Lots of changes in March. So, Jupiter doesn't change signs till June, but what this is telling us is between now and June, expect big change. And it's change for the better. It's, Jupiter's a benefic. He wants to bring good luck, good energy, good fortune. And his daughter Fortuna likes the same thing. So this equinox energy is going to be like a Jupiter Wheel of Fortune moment. Okay, Manifestia. I will read this card to you. I love the Manifestia card. I do have a chakra activations alchemy class that actually is going to be part of a bundle coming up for free. It's not the whole class, but and it actually doesn't include the manifestia activation, but it does include a couple of activations that are really potent. So that's coming up, I think, in May. So you'll hear about it probably in March or April. I mean, I'm sorry, in April, definitely not March. I don't think there'll be any information, but if there is, I'll let you know. Okay, manifestia. Manifestation, sowing the seeds of your dreams, creating your reality, trusting what you desire is already happening. Magic making, pollinating your wishes, as above, so below. Okay, there's a much longer read. I would say work with the Beyond Lemuria deck. It's very potent medicine. It's super inspiring. It's one of the decks go-to decks that I use quite often. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to light a candle, and you can go ahead and do the same. You might want to pause this, grab some water, grab a candle. You could grab some incense. We're going to do like just creating some sacred space around all of this energy and information we just downloaded. Okay. So I'll be right back. Okay. So I have my candle lit, and I'm going to go into a meditation, and then afterwards I will go into announcements. I'm sorry, hopefully these bings and bongs won't be happening while I'm doing the meditation, but sometimes it happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my camera, and that way when I do a cut down of this, I'll know where the meditation is, and I can tell you, hey, just the meditation is in this part of the transmission, okay? It's just easier to figure out. So you want to get really nice, juicy, comfortable. You can do it seated. I always like to say these kinds of activations, you could do them lying down, and definitely do it at least 3 times, right? You have all month, the next 15, the rest of March. Again, and you could come back at any time. Like if you find this video, let's say it's June, July, or it's even 2026, it doesn't matter. You could still do the meditation and get a lot of benefit from it. Okay, then. So hopefully by now you are lying down, feeling really like beautifully comfortable. And we're going to start by really connecting in with the foundation of your spirit, the Earth Star chakra. And think of this as a moment of initiation. And as we go through this beautiful activation and what I believe is an integration of the eclipse energies and also the vernal equinox energies here in March, as well as the final energetic alignment of Neptune and Pisces, because Neptune is moving into Aries in in the latter half of March. There's a lot of change that's happening in such a short span of time. And the more we can integrate and get into our bodies and be really fully present and be breathing, right? Breathing into it, the more we can really be in flow. Okay. So I want you to visualize the Earth Star chakra. And it's a beautiful, bright star. And it has the energy of Earth. So it's a star, but it also has different colors like radiating and blending and rotating through it. It's got beautiful like terracotta reds, some silver and a little bit of blue and some gold. And it's all sparkling about 12 inches below your feet in the ground. So really inhale and then blow out your mouth, exhale. And with each inhale, feel it getting brighter. And with each exhale, watch it expand and grow. And you can expand it and contract it like you have the power to connect with the chakra and allow it to open and close, to expand and to brighten. So with the inhale, you're making it glow brighter. And then with the exhale, you're allowing it to expand its energy and maybe even grow stronger, deeper roots into the earth. With each breath, I want you to remember that you have access to the seed of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what you are. Keep breathing nice and deep and slow, exhaling slow, and even you might even want to slow down the exhale. Almost like you are becoming one with the earth, even though we know there's constant movement, just anchoring into the stillness of this moment. And you see this beautiful earth star chakra now. Keep expanding it to it's amazing, huge. It comes out of the ground like the rays of light come out of the ground and are enveloping you, your entire aura, your entire body. So it's like creating this beautiful gateway, this portal into the unknown, this portal into your heart, directly to your soul, and the ancient remembering in your soul. What are you being called to remember in this time? How are you reimagining the ancient future? How is your connection to ancient wisdom and technologies, and that connection to the present, and that connection to the future, and that healing energy, that brilliance that you bring through your own body, and maybe even your body of work? And you may see images, you might just get thoughts, feelings, sensations. It's all perfect. Just receive the information and allow it to take root somewhere in your body. Maybe it's your womb space or your heart space. And place your hands wherever you are planting that seed. And see it pulsating with light and with life. Feeling gratitude and joy and this beautiful, like, excitement over the mystery of it all. Because we know that we can plant a seed, we know we can nurture and protect a seed, but it will grow on its own. It will take on a life of its own. So allow it to just be its own beautiful light and its own expansion, its own expression of you. And maybe like Manifestia, this beautiful creation will just explode into color and come into physical form with its own, you know, force of nature, with its own beauty. Let it reveal itself to you. With these kinds of alignments, with eclipses and retrogrades, and even anytime, we don't want to grab so hard onto our creations because it suffocates them, right? And it's also, it will limit ourselves and limit our growth. So see this, feel the oneness, feel the connection, and also feel that it has its own consciousness, its own life. You can expand this energy into every cell of your body with each breath. Okay, for now, we're going to end this meditation by seeing this earth star chakra light all around you. Start to channel it back down. So it's still bright, but you're channeling it back down into its essence, 12 inches below your feet. So it's like a small ball of light. So kind of taking all this energy that you've created, all of this consciousness, and now you are concentrating it into the earth star chakra itself, allowing it to, it's not shrinking, but it's coming back into concentrated essence without being spread out. Again, this is, again, for the chakra, it is more powerful when you can open and close it or expand and essentialize it consciously. So we're consciously doing the opposite of expansion. We're essentializing it, holding that energy, knowing that it's safe and powerful and available to you and available for expansion when you want it to expand. And take your time getting back up. Take some, again, some nice deep breaths, wiggle your fingers, stretch. And you could stay in this state, or you could come back to the recording whenever you want, and we can go into the announcements. I hope that felt really good to you. It felt really, really, really good to me. So, super excited to tell you what's happening in March. I am offering something brand new, which is the Tantric Numerology personal reading. So in the newsletter, I go through the 10 energy bodies, which is the foundation of your authentic self. It's also a beautiful system or technology that when we're in alignment, we can really shift out of self-doubt, people pleasing, not having the boundaries firm, feeling confused, not feeling confident, constantly changing to make shifts in our lives rather than, it's not even changing the self, but changing what we do. Thinking if I try another strategy, I try something different, then that's going to solve the problem. And what I love about the system of Tantric Numerology and the 10 energy bodies is that we can really find the core of the issue and pretty quickly shifting it by breathing into it, by doing specific exercises, or even if you like Kundalini yoga, doing specific meditations, mantras, mudras, breath work. Okay. So that's brand new. And The readings are 20 to 30 minutes long and they are recorded. I'm not doing these right now as live sessions. So it's $55 for 20 to 30-minute reading. And I will go through your energy, go through like the main numbers based on your birth date. So that would be your destiny number, your soul number, your karma number, your path number, and your gift number. So it's really good to know, especially your gift number. There's something about knowing that gift that just the acknowledgement opens it up and expands the gift even more. Want to go into what's happening on Patreon. So the Mythic Mansion Marvels Mastermind. So this is an ongoing group to experience shamanic astrology and learn the archetypes of the celestial bodies. And the Mythic Mansion is a book that I'm writing. So you're getting also the chapters when I'm finishing them. And I'm getting closer to finishing the introduction and the first chapter and just started the second chapter. This week, I released a very lovely Kundalini mantra and mudra practice for financial abundance called the Har Meditation. And in the Astro Tarot Badasses, so this is like the base level of the of my different tiers in Patreon. It's $7 a month, and it's a 7-day free trial to start. So if you decide to stay, then it's $7 a month. So I'm going to do a special release video about the next lunar eclipse in Aries. I'm going to do also a video on Neptune and Neptune moving into Aries. We have Neptune in Pisces. It's been here since 2011. It's the last time in our lifetimes that we're going to have Neptune in Pisces. So like we only have like a 10 days left, I think, 10 to 12 days left of Neptune in Pisces, and how to really like integrate that, and then moving into Neptune in Aries, which is a very different energy. So on March 22nd, I'll also release a special reading and portal activation for the vernal equinox. We're also going to do a couple of live meetups at the end of this month. One is going to be all tiers, and one is for the Mythic Mansion Marvels Mastermind only. So we connect as a group and we share and support each other. All right, so I went into, so for new releases, the Tantric Numerology readings. Also, I have a new bundle called the 10K a month masterclass, which is from Reagan Hillier. She is like a master manifestation teacher who teaches on Mind Valley and has her own website and her own membership as well. And I'm bundling that with the Unlock the Secrets of the Akashic Records to Magnetize New Clients, which is one of my master classes, as well as Get Cozy with Client Attraction. So you get both of those master classes plus Reagan's 10K a month masterclass, which I really love. I think I really learned more about embodiment and also how to really like quantum align my energy better. I think Reagan is really good at teaching that. The other cool thing about this bundle is that you get resale rights of the 10K a month masterclass. So you could take this masterclass and make your own bundle out of it, or sell it off, to your clients as just on its own. Anyways, that's available now. And also a reminder that I do have tarot and astrology readings available in April, not in March. So we do have some tantric numerology readings available for March. I have 5 spaces for that. For the 60-minute tarot or astrology reading, I think there's 6 or 5 spaces left for that. And then I'm also offering 30-minute tarot readings, and there's 7 spaces for that. All of those, I'm not booking those until April because they're live over Zoom, and I need to obviously have the time and the space to meet with you to do it. I think that's it. I do want to announce I'm doing a special tarot for charity. We're helping a beautiful lady named Amanita finish up her pharmacy college. Where does she live again? Let me look up the information here. She lives in Sierra Leone. So basically, I'm doing this with the amazing Sophia Wren. We're both going to do tarot. So what you could do is you can donate. If you donate at least, you could donate any amount, but if you donate $25, you actually can get a reading with me or with Sophia, and maybe even both. I'm not really sure exactly how we're going to work it this time, but we did this a year or two ago and it was very successful. Um, so that is Wednesday, March 19th, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific. The other community thing I want to tell you about is an amazing class. So I started this, the class started yesterday and I'm in it. It's just, I felt such it was so gentle and I felt so embodied and like grounded and calm afterwards. So this is a dance class. It's Shakti Unleashed, Temple Dance of the Naga, Shakta Tantra, and Embodied Feminine Power with Daniela Riva, an amazing dance teacher and yoga teacher. I've been studying with Daniela since I think 2016. Amazing. And the course began yesterday, as I said, but you could still enroll. There's still time, and the information is in the newsletter. So you can email Daniela if you want to enroll. And it's another 4 weeks from, it's on Saturdays, I think at 10 a.m. Pacific. Um, I think that is everything. That's all the news that's fit to print for now. Thank you so much for being a part of my pod and my newsletter. And if you're just watching this and discovering me on YouTube, hello, thank you. I'm Chris Seraphin. I am a archetypal branding sort of guide, mentor. I'm also a business coach and a client attraction coach, and I do a lot of healing work through my tarot and astrology now, Tantric Numerology readings. And I have a beautiful, beautiful group in Patreon. You're welcome to join. And I consider this YouTube as also my community. So thank you. Please, if you love this video and you want more, please subscribe to my channel. It just helps the algorithm send my information out to other people so they know, who I am and where to find me. And I'm planning on doing just again, I do these video transmissions at least once a month, and I'm probably gonna start doing them twice a month, the beginning of each month and the middle of each month. So you know what's going on with me, and I can share a reading, share some energy tips, share meditation activations like we did be in the middle of this transmission. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you next time.